Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights Sports Podcast here live on YouTube. We back in this motherfucker. Feel good to be back. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? You doing all right, my boy?
I'm all right. I'm chilling. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, we got big news in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? I know you know by now, I don't know if you know by now that Myles Garrett got traded to the Rams, you know what I'm saying? And plus, but, we already been knowing that, A.J. Brown was going to be up out of Philly, you know what I'm saying? So they went ahead and did the trade for A.J. Brown to the motherfucking New England Patriots for the first round 2028 pick and the fifth round 2027 pick. And Myles Garrett, he went to the Rams. They traded him for Jared Verse, young bull Jared Verse, and a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? So, big news going on. Obviously, everybody know we got, you got that Spurs hat on. Says that's who you rocking with? Is that what you're doing? Oh, okay. You know what I mean? And everybody know the NBA Finals start Wednesday. You know what I mean? Spurs versus the Knicks. They call it a rematch from 1999. You know what I mean? But it's just a rematch of two teams. These niggas weren't even fucking damn near born. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? A lot of them wasn't even born. You know what I mean? But, Spurs Knicks matchup starting Wednesday night. NBA Finals is here. And this is the finals that nobody even expected. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody expected the Knicks and the Spurs to even be here. You look at the beginning of the season or even the middle of the season. You know what I mean? Nobody said, it's going to be a Spurs Knicks. Nobody predicting was going to say the Spurs and the Knicks. If you do say that, you fucking lying. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm glad that A.J. Brown shit is fucking over with. I've been said that shit. We got some hard hat, blue collar, hard workers, Devontae Smith, Mikhail Leonard, Biletnikoff, winner from USC, all of that type of shit, Dontavian Wicks, Hollywood Brown. We got some guys out there, you know what I mean? So is it the premier, receiver core? Nah, but we got niggas out there that can run routes, niggas that go out there and make plays. You feel what I'm saying? So as long as the OC good and Jalen doing what he got to do, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, OTAs, NFL, it's June 1st. NFL is underway, man. You know what I mean? The greatest sport on earth is underway. You know what I mean? Probably about 100 days. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing unless you want to say something about this shit. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that shit. The greatest sport, you know what I mean, after NBA. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or should I say the more exciting sport after NBA? You know what I mean? More exciting. You feel what I'm saying? We know soccer's not that exciting. They don't give you that excitement.
I mean, if that's what you want to say, you want to say that.
Jordan, you know damn well soccer is not as exciting as the NFL or the NBA. Come on, dog.
I mean, that's not I say basketball is the most exciting sport.
Yeah, you did.
Football is not like the most exciting sport. Just for me, just like that. Like it doesn't come second.
What comes second
for me? No, soccer comes second, and then football.
All right. So hold on. No.
That's not no biasness because I say basketball is the most exciting sport.
Yeah, so that means football is third to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. You're a soccer guy, so I get it.
No. So why do I have basketball first then?
I'm just because you can't say NBA is just that would be being retarded. Saying the NBA is exciting. You know what I mean?
No, wouldn't.
Saying the NBA.
This is subjective, bro. What are we talking about? Like
NBA, ain't nobody dunking on no boy with it. Man, they run up and down the soccer field. Come on, dog. Ain't nobody getting dunked on. Anybody getting cross shooting threes. Come on, man.
What is that? So what? That it's a different sport. It's different excitement,
right? And it's not.
It's just like the same thing with maybe someone prefers boxing, maybe someone prefers track. If football's on and then Usain Bolt is running a 100-meter race, which one are you gonna watch? I don't know. Maybe the race because it's shorter.
Because it's shorter. It's real quick. I mean, it's gonna be 9-5-8. It's gonna be real quick. I can turn back to the game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I don't know, but I
Hold
don't.
on.
It's hard to say what is
NBA,
the
NFL, boxing. You know what I mean? Then whatever, and then whatever else. Baseball. Then what I'm saying, all that other, all them.
baseball. What damn well baseball is probably the worst, the most boring sport on the planet.
Yeah, you ain't lying, dog. You ain't fucking lying. Hey, man. You know what? Before we get into what we're talking about, the baseball shit. I fell in love with the. I don't want to go to a baseball game because I like to see the pitch on TV. I like to see the pitch. You at the game, you far away, nigga. You ain't seeing that fucking ball going that fast. You know what I mean? I like to see the pitch. I don't ever want to go to an actual baseball game. You know what I mean? But let's jump into these sports, man, because you know that we don't want to keep wasting no time. Can't get time back. You know what I mean? Let's jump into these sports. Let's jump. We already talked about, you know what I mean, AJ Brown, whatever. We'll get to that, whatever the case may be. But the bigger news is Myles Garrett. Browns Browns trading him to the LA Rams for a first round pick. And Jared Verse, young bull Jared Verse, still nice. He nice, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see this coming, bro. I didn't see this coming, especially this close to the season. I didn't see Myles Garrett leaving nowhere. I'm thinking to myself like, shit. And understand he got a no trade clause too. So it's like, all right, I'm looking at the receivers that they got on offense. Yeah, they rookies, Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion, but it's a step in the right direction. And they had that defense that they had last year was still nice. And they added some pieces to that. You feel what I mean? So it's like I thought, you know what I mean, he was going to be in Cleveland this season. You feel me? But give me your thoughts on this trade, bro. What you think? What you think about this, man?
Yeah, I think what do you mean? I mean, there's always been rumblings about people saying that he should be wanting to get out of there, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it was because he was saying stuff like he wants to, but he was saying like he wants to be in a winning situation or whatever it is, something like
yeah.
that. So it's not like I don't know why it would be foreign to think that he wouldn't get traded or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, look, I said, I didn't see him going to basically I didn't see him going to the Rams. I didn't see this coming, like the Rams doing this. I didn't see this. I didn't hear no rumblings about Rams and Myles Garrett like talking or anything. I didn't see none of that.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes, things just come, and then he definitely would go to a team like this. If a team's
Yeah.
asking him to get traded, this is a team that you would definitely want to go to. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because this team is in the now. You know what I mean? And the Browns
Mhm.
on the reality of the situation, they're probably the worst team in their division. And they're not looking like they're doing anything great. They already have these people, you know, doing some crazy things over on that side. You know what I mean? I don't really want to see anything crazy with people. People doing
What?
some madness over there. That's already the quarterbacks and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Doing having some extracurricular activities out there. You know what I'm saying? Getting themselves in trouble. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, he's in a better situation. He's in a situation where he can affect and maybe be in a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because that's the talent.
mhm.
That's the talent over there in the Rams. They got a good, you know what I'm saying? I think playoff wise, they seem like they can use someone like Garrett. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like what's his name? It's just like you have what's his name? Aaron Donald or whatever his name is.
Yep.
Now you have it's like right away. You have someone that can slide in right away just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a perfect situation for him. You know what I'm saying? I think and also I think it's warranted. You know what I mean? I think he deserves something like this. He's been in the Browns organization for a while now. They haven't been great, and he was there, and he was still putting in the miles, bro, putting in the long yards. You know what I mean? So I think this is a fair deal for someone like him to be in a situation where you want to see a player like this in the playoffs for a long, in the getting into the conference finals and seeing what a player like that can affect the game at the national level. You know what I'm saying? I think this is something that he deserves, to be honest with you. So I don't I love this. I love this. And on top of that, you already know why I love this because
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's out of y'all division now.
He's out of my division, so you know what I mean. That just makes it a bit more easier.
Yeah,
You know what I mean. Listen, I'm happy as hell.
hey, the
That's the
first thing
truth. I'm just being honest.
when I seen this, I ain't gonna say the first thing I thought, but the first thing that came to my mind was like, "Fuck, damn!" Could you remember? I wanted Myles Garrett last year. I came out here beating the death for him last off season. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Damn, all right." And then I was like, my son a Bengals fan. I'm like, man, I ain't got to worry about Myles Garrett no more. Twice a year, and then boom, I'm thinking about your ass. Shit, they ain't got to worry about the Ravens. They ain't got to worry about Myles Garrett twice a year no more. And then I was like, well, damn. That nigga Twan in the NFC West, he 49ers, baby. You got to see that man twice a year. He said, fuck them niggas, he's already. That's what he said. You know what I mean? So he ain't worried about the Rams and shit like that. But this is the Rams doing what they supposed to do, bro. You know what I mean? If you got a chance to get Myles Garrett, and listen, Jared Verse, he good, bro. He is damn good. But he ain't no Myles Garrett. You feel what I'm saying? He got a high motor. You look at the pressures from 2024. Myles Garrett got 109 pressures. Obviously, Garrett got more sacks. We know he's a different animal. You feel what I'm saying? But Jared Verse is right behind him with 99 pressures. You know what I mean? So, and he's still getting better. He was a rookie 2 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? So he's still getting this. He's going into his third year. He's still getting better. He's from Ohio. You know, I met from Dayton, Ohio. So it's kind of like, yeah, maybe he'd be back home. You know what I mean? And Cleveland still got a good defense. Will they be as good without Myles Garrett? Probably not. You know what I mean? But they ain't getting no bum. Jared Verse is a damn good football player. He could play the run, and he can get after the quarterback, and he bring a high motor. He talk a lot. He was the heart and soul of that defense. He was the energy of that defense in L.A. So he going to bring that same – well, he should at least bring that same type of mentality to Cleveland where they are a defensive-led football team. Yeah, they only won 5 games and 4 games before that, but we know the offensive side of the ball is just atrocious. You know what I mean? Now, they making steps in the right direction to get better on offense, but this team in Cleveland is going to come down to how good is Deshaun going to be if he start? Who the quarterback going to be? Because y'all got weapons. They got Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion. They still got Jerry Jeudy. They got goddamn Harold Fannin. They got Quinshawn Judkins. They got an offense. You know what I mean? It's who is going to be distributing the ball. You know what I'm saying? But Myles Garrett he deserves this. Remember, I said Myles Garrett, you know what I mean? Whether he came to Philly or not, I would love him to come to Philly. But if he didn't go, it's like shit. I think he still need to go somewhere because you're going to be collecting all these awards and all these accomplishments, and you ain't got nothing to show for it. You two-time Defensive Player of the Year back-to-back. And on top of that, the same year you broke the single-season sack record that's been held for so many years, and you won 5 games last year. Nah, bro, it's time. This is something that he needed. He deserved it. And the Rams is basically saying, we trying to go to the Super Bowl this year. Right here, this year, right now. That's what they saying. And this could be one of them type of moves. There's a clip with Myles Garrett. I was on Facebook, and I think they was playing against the Bills. Or I want to say that I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know, defense can move all they want to. Offense, you got to be set. You know what I'm saying? So when the play started, Myles Garrett, he on this side. You see 2 tight ends, you know what I mean, on this side. Myles Garrett know what they're trying to do. So what he does, he go to the other side. What do those 2 tight ends do? They go to that side. He was playing with them. Back and forth, just playing with them. And that's the dominance from Myles Garrett. You got 2 tight ends wanting to block this dude, and you know he gonna get chipped by the left tackle probably as well too. So any side he fucking up the rhythm of your offense. That's how dynamic, and that's how he Thanos out here. He Thanos. The Rams just got Thanos. You feel what I'm saying? So
Thanos is not. Hey, listen now. You better stop with them analogies now. Come on,
listen,
now.
bro. Listen. When you look at Myles Garrett, how big and strong that motherfucker is, and athletic and all of that, and moving like that. You know what I'm saying? Just demanding shit and owning shit. That's why I say Thanos. You know what I mean? Because he got that. Nigga is large, bro. This nigga is 270, 275, 6'6", you know what I'm saying? And goddamn it, moving like a motherfucking deer. You feel what I'm saying? You know some other shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm not here for that bullshit. I don't know. Every time motherfucker say something, the first thing you think of is some faggot ass, some gay shit. You know what I mean? So that's on you. That's how your mind work. More power to you. But anyway, Myles Garrett, he deserved it. He deserved that shit. You know what I mean? And me personally, like I said, they was already Super Bowl favorites. They already had the Rams as Super Bowl favorites anyway, from what I seen. You know what I mean? So obviously they're gonna stay. They're gonna stay in that number one spot now. You know what I'm saying? And I said before. I said when this in the offseason, you know, me and Twan be talking all the time. I said, nigga, they're gonna do whatever they try to. You know, they're gonna do whatever they got to do to get Matthew Stafford to go off in the sunset in his final year in the Super Bowl in SoFi Stadium, which is this year in SoFi Stadium. Remember when they beat the Bengals in 21, it was in SoFi Stadium. But now you're talking about retiring and shit like that. I don't think he's going to retire. If I'm Matt Stafford, there's no way I'm playing 1 year with Myles Garrett. Win or lose, nigga. I think this added another year because they already gave him an extension this offseason. They gave him one. So I think this add another year to Sam Darnold, to Matt Stafford. This add another year to his career. There's no way. There's no way.
That boy now. Sammy that boy. I can understand.
No, I mean Sam was good. He good. You know what I mean? He good for sure. But this is, you know, this got Matt Stafford's year just written all over it. It just got it written all over it. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't see him going to the Rams, but shit, he deserved it though. So more proud to we got them niggas week 4. We own the Rams 4-0 against them the last 4 times we played. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it ain't gonna be a tough task. It is gonna be just Myles Garrett, duh. You know what I mean? But we beat tough teams. We beat tough teams year in, year out. Powerhouses. We do that. So you know what I mean? We ready for the task in week 4 at home versus the Rams. It is what it is. More power to him.
No.
What?
None, man. You was talking these large, and you know I got you. Do your thing, man.
Man, you crazy, man. Anyway, man. But you know, AJ Brown is finally out of Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? First round pick, the 2028 draft is what we get, and a 2027 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we haven't talked about this in a minute because I already spoke my piece on it. You know what I'm saying? I already said what I said. I wasn't about to come out here and talk about it every day. But now that it's over and completely done with, you know what I'm saying? Because we heard rumblings that New England didn't want to come off a first round pick and shit like that. And I'm like, he's gonna be gone. Now I'm glad it's over. He ain't got no distractions. We ain't got nobody. I gotta look his way first. You know, he gonna be mad if he don't get the ball. But when he getting the ball, we lose and he cool. He opening the book on the side. We ain't got time for that goofy shit. You know what I mean? So hopefully, you know what I mean, he have a rest of his a great career, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But he gone now. I don't really give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He can take, and I've been saying this before, even when he came to Philly, I said, he don't have a whole bunch of routes. He's a 50-50 ball catcher. Go route, slant route, hitch route, back shoulder fade. And that's not a knock. He's huge. He's 6'2", 226, 230 pounds. If he was 6'2", 185, you know what I mean? He'd be Jamar chasing, you know, and like Justin Jefferson getting out of breaks. But he don't have that. So he catches a lot of 50-50 balls, a lot of those, you know what I'm saying? And shit. So more power to him. But he going with a good offensive coordinator and Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is good. He good. He nice. He nice. Like Josh McDaniels is nice. You know what I'm saying? So he going to a good situation. More power to him. It is what it is. I'm glad the shit over. We got, like I said, we got blue collar, hard hat workers at our receiver court, at our receiver position. It ain't no egos, all of that. Mekhi Lemon, no ego, and he a rookie. Dontavian Ricks, he a youngster, no ego. He go out there and work hard. You know what I mean? Hollywood Brown, been with the Chiefs organization for years. You know he know what hard work is. Super Bowls, all of that, you know, success that they had. You know what I mean? And with Devontae Smith, now he's the actual true number one guy. He's the guy now. So now he get to step up and show what he really, really made of as the number one guy. And we know what he made of. He like that. He got game out here. You know what I mean? So hard worker. I'm good. I'm glad this shit is finally fucking over with. I ain't got no regrets, nigga. None.
Yeah, I don't really have. We spoke about this plenty of times, bro. He's just over on the Patriots side. I think this makes the Patriots much better. Stephon Diggs is gone from there. Is he still there? I think Stephon Diggs is gone. So that's a good pickup from them, to be fair. You know what I mean? AJ Brown's a solid receiver. We know we don't want to act like he ain't. He's a good receiver.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that hopefully that can help Patriots on that side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Puts them in a good situation over there in that on that side. You know what I mean? Where you got like the Ravens, and then you have the Bills and them, and those types of teams. So you got to have that firepower. So I think that's a good pickup from them. And
Hmm.
yeah, you guys got some picks, so hopefully those picks can be, hopefully they're gonna be good picks for y'all. I don't really have anything
Yeah.
really there.
Yeah. Let's move on to the NBA though, because we know the NBA finals are finally here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we talk about when we talk about basketball, we talk about mainly, you talk about, you have said more times on the show than I have, that a smaller guard, you know what I mean, it's going to be hard for him to go out here and win a championship. We talk about Jalen Brunson, 6'2", you know what I'm saying? What is he, 6'2", whatever, how much he weigh, but he's a smaller guard. We know he can hoop, we know he can ball, we know he can go out here and get buckets, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to, like, willing the team and getting the championship, it's harder to do that, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, you talk about that more on the show than I do when you talk about Steph, or you just talk about the small guards,
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas and shit like that, right? Do you think, how confident are you that 6'2" Jalen Brunson can or cannot lead the Knicks to the NBA title? How confident? Can he do it? Or you believe it's just, he's 6'2", bro. That's the guy that they lean on. He's not gonna be able to get it done. Talk to me.
All right. Did you send a link to Mel or no?
Mel is going to obviously I've been sending the links to Mel, you know what I mean? But I think Mel gonna probably come on after the finals. He come on after the finals, whatever. He want to just chill out and just watch the finals and shit. He coming on, win or lose though. Win or lose, he's coming on.
So the clearly I speak about this. How confident am I? The thing is, I'm just going by the history of basketball,
All right.
that this doesn't really happen. You understand
Yep.
what I'm saying? That's just the reality. That's the honest. The reality is the truth.
Yep.
This is the facts. This is the facts. Um, so that's one. Two, the Knicks right now are playing. They're playing, I think, the best. This is like the best, one of the best playoff runs in terms of like stats and all that type, like, of all time. Like,
Yeah.
they're absolutely dismantling niggas, man.
Yeah.
They're dismantling niggas. You know what I'm saying? So they right now they are playing the absolute best.
Are they doing better than the 2000 Lakers when they went like 16-1 or some shit?
It's not just that though. It's like their net rating and how many
Gotcha.
they're beating teams and all. Like,
Yep.
they're busting teams' asses, bro. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So,
Yep.
like, we know that I'm not taking them over certain teams. Obviously, like, you have the 18, the 17 Warriors, or the 2001 Lakers, or maybe the 97 Bulls. Is it 96 Bulls? I think. But
72 team.
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like.
96. Yeah.
So obviously there's certain teams that you're obviously not going to take, but this is just like, statistically this is like the best right now. So it's like, I don't want to make my eyes are not deceiving me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've watched the other teams. So, and then on top, and then the next thing is who they have played, right? So, like, you take it in, like, obviously if you have the Knicks, if you have Jalen Brunson, if that team is in the West, they ain't coming out. They ain't getting out that. That's just the reality. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell from that series that you've seen just now and that series that you've seen the Spurs and OKC, this are two different damn series, bro. It's a damn near two different sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you was watching. One was like a damn heavyweight title. The other one was like a featherweight title. It was a completely different. So, I take all that into consideration, you know what I mean? And right now I would say the Knicks, I think the Knicks, they match up kind of okay with the Spurs. You know what I mean? So that is something that clearly is going to take a pause, when I think about it. And the reality, and a lot of it, people talk about experience and all that, but it's experience until you actually do it. You know what I'm saying? And right now, that's what they are doing at the moment, the Spurs.
Right.
But for me, it's just this. I can't. It's not that I can't see it. I can see it because they are playing better and they match up well. So the thing is, I could see the Jalen Brunson leading this team and winning. That's the funny thing, man. I really do see it. And this one, I'm not talking no shit. This is the reality. It's not like I like Jalen Brunson a lot. Not like it's just how they are playing right now and how they match up against these boys. I can see him doing it. Yeah, I can see him fucking doing it, Mike. I'm telling you right now. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to see. You know what I mean? It's just dependent upon. I think it's dependent upon the game plan on the Spurs on how they use Wemby on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I mean? Like, who do you match up Wemby with? Do you match him up with Towns? Because we was having this conversation the other day. If you match him
Yep.
up with Towns, Towns gonna have him outside of the, have him outside on the perimeter because Towns can shoot the shit out that ball. That's one thing that Towns can motherfucking do. That's a reality, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you wonder why. Even like remember when earlier in the season why Golden State like we have success over the Spurs because Draymond Green, I mean Steph Curry puts what's his name outside the paint.
Yeah.
He puts him outside the paint, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Steph can shoot it from deep. So it's like you have him outside in the paint, not being able to cover all the all the other players when they get driven by when they come out to try to contest threes and they get and if he's on the perimeter, he's too far to kind of contest shots or whatever the case may be. So
Yep.
I'm just wondering what their game plan is going to be. You know what I mean? So it's just for me, it just depends upon the game plan and how they use Wemby. And honestly, it's gonna be a battle of if Castle and the guards from the Spurs, how are they going to be when they're defending on an island against Jalen Brunson?
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's gonna be interesting. And we know how they've been using Karl Anthony Towns too as a passer at the top
Yep.
of the key, kind of how they've been using him lately. So I
Yep.
wonder how that's going to be, how that's going to affect it. But the reality is, Big Mike, like I said, this the truth of the matter. I think he can. I think he can because of how they have been playing and the ability of how, I mean how they use Karl Anthony Towns. But I
Yeah.
told you, it's just dependent upon how they use Wemby. Is going to be a determinant factor in this NBA Finals, bro. That's for
Man,
me.
look, and let me tell you something. I'm a Sixer fan, my nigga. So, Lord knows, I don't want the Knicks to win the championship, my nigga. I hate the Knicks, bro. I hate the Knicks and I hate the Celtics. Okay, I got nothing against Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, or Josh Hart. I watched their whole career at Villanova. You know that's my squad, so I don't dislike them. I just hate the team that they play for. But man, I can see it happening too, dog. They just playing fucking good in the motherfucker. They had the third ranked offense all year long, and it's like they turned it the fuck up in the playoffs, bro. And they playing good defense too. Now we'll be able to see how they play defense against the Spurs when they got a ball handler like Wemby, Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, guys who can all get to the rim, guys who can, penetrate the lane, they physical and all of that type of shit. Because this is not the Hawks, this is not the Cavs, and this is not my Sixers. You feel what I'm saying? It's a much better team. These are first round motherfucking picks out here. These ain't no,
Right.
these ain't no, you know what I mean? Like these ain't no bums. Like Wemby, we know alien. Stephon Castle, he was the first pick for the Spurs, nigga, and we see what he's doing. That boy for real. Dylan Harper, this is his first year, and look what the fuck he's doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like the De'Aaron Fox, he been that nigga. Clutch player of the year. He been around. Playoff experience, all of that, bro. You know what I mean?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like it's man, but I'm just saying, he been there. He been there. The guy who's impact on that team, he's been there. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, God damn it. If I had to go from a scale of 1 to 10, bro, I'm at like a 6 that they can win this bitch. And that's more than 50%. You know what I'm saying? That's more than 50% that they can win this bitch. And even I know he's 6'2" and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a tough task because I watched Stephon Castle for 7 fucking games get in Shea shorts, nigga. Get all up in them shorts and make it very, very difficult. I watched Devin Vassell step up and do a little something defensively wise. You know what I mean? Even De'Aaron Fox, you know what I mean? And Dylan Hart, all those guys. Like, man, and Jalen Brunson is the ball handler for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So whether he on the ball or off the ball, they got guys that can cover that shit. You know what I mean? And another reason I'm confident is because I don't think it's gonna all have to be on Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? It's other guys, like you got guys like OG Anunoby who can go off. We've seen that already. You know what I mean? It seems like in the playoffs these past couple of years, like he does well. You know what I mean? You get like they just playing good as a team. High energy, Josh Hart getting offensive rebounds, all of that shit, bro. They can rebound with Mitchell Robinson and with Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns is assisting the basketball. This motherfucker, I put him on my ticket the whole playoffs. 4 to 6 assists, the whole playoffs. He ain't did me wrong yet. This motherfucker be having 7 to 8 assists, all of that shit, man. So fuck, I hope they don't win this guy. I know niggas in Harlem. I know niggas in the Bronx. I mean, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? And I just, man, I know somebody that dated fucking somebody from Coney Island right now. And they don't shut up, bro. They haven't shut up. And I do not want to hear this shit, my nigga. I don't. And they New York Giants fans too. So if they win this championship, they're gonna be talking so much shit to try to get me back from the Eagles winning the Super Bowl because they Giants fans as well. You know what I mean? So they're just gonna be, man, bro. Yeah, I think they can win it. I hope they don't, because I don't want to hear their fucking mouth. And they're gonna drag this shit. You know, Jordan, they're gonna drag this shit all summer long. It's gonna be front page, New York Times, Times Square, everywhere. There's no bigger media than New York media, bro. It ain't a bigger media than New York media. It's not a more savage media than New York media, because it's like New York, they got the power. The city or state of New York, they got the power, nigga. Madison Square Garden, Times Square, all this shit. I'm not gonna want to see that. You got motherfuckers on TV. You got Fat Joe and Jada. They're gonna be talking about the shit, man. I don't want to hear this shit, dog, for the whole motherfucking summer. So, but besides all that, I think they can win it, whether him being 6'2" or not. This is a really good matchup. This is a damn good matchup. But with that being said, we know that.
But hold on now. If he does win, where does that put Jalen Brunson in point guard history?
History of winning one?
Off winning one. He's had a few good seasons now. And he's had some good playoff runs. He has some good playoff. He's a playoff riser as well. So it's not like he.
Am I supposed to cement him in top 5 or top 10 point guard of all time?
Could he be in the top 10?
That's something I had to think about. You know what I mean? Because if you know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? If we think about it, off the top of our head, real quick, when we talk point guards, you know what I mean? Niggas talk Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas. Who else they talk about?
Chris Paul, Jason Kidd.
Yeah, guys like that. When Jason Kidd won, it was later on. You know what I mean? He was, they did their thing with the Mavs and all of that.
Steve Nash,
Russell
Westbrook.
Like those. Hey man, you know what? Because you got to give boys credit for winning the championship, especially when you a catalyst of the team too. You know what I mean? So when
Robinson.
when you think about it like that, when you talk about all the point guards we have had in history, you know what I'm saying?
John Stockton.
Yeah, he's gonna be over him for sure. Yeah, he's not leading nobody. No guy. He never had that type of role at all whatsoever. That's the conversation to be had though. Nah, real talk.
Do you have him over Dame?
Bro, if he go out here and get a chance, I mean, look, I think his team is better than. Remember, we had this conversation about Dame. I think Dame maximized what he had out there in Portland. You know what I mean? You wasn't gonna never win a championship with that. Let's just be clear. You know what I mean? They may have been a fast car. They was a Mustang, and like y'all the war, nigga, y'all was a Ferrari, my nigga. You know what I mean? They are Mustang, y'all a Ferrari. You know what I mean? I think he maximized all of that. Now, just because, and that's another thing. It's a conversation to be had, because you could be not a better player than that guy. He can be not a better player than Dame, right? But look at the supporting cast that niggas got. You feel what I'm saying? You might just have a better team around you. It could be shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's a conversation to be had that's gonna have to be broke down. It can't be nothing you just say, yeah, because you got to think about it and you got to talk this shit out.
I'm thinking about he's not, because then you have SGA and Luka as well. God damn.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You can't,
he's probably not going to be in there right
now. Like you can't just it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, he's just out here just really like, they ain't doing nothing. They doing shit too. The supporting cast, they got This is the same squad niggas was saying for years that this is the best starting five in basketball. Maybe they just now start to play like it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's a conversation to be had, but you can't just throw him in there. You got without really breaking it down. You know what I mean? He said no defense with Brunson. You know what I mean? But hey, man, a lot of point guards ain't got D, bro. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely a conversation though, for sure. Where you putting
no defense? No defense. I mean, it's if you're gonna, if that is something that if he's like a really a minus on defense, like a really minus, and he might be, you know what I'm saying, but does he try? Like, you got to see, is he put himself out there? You know what I'm saying? Is he good off the ball? Because like, he is 6'2", and people always tend to go. They have all good defenders, so the one person you go at, it will be Brunson. You feel what I'm saying? So like we all know that he's not the greatest of defenders. Where would I put him? He's not in the top 10 right now. Like, you see all the players that we talking about. Like, there's a lot of them, nigga. There's a lot of them. Yeah. So he's not in the top 10. And I don't even know if I would have him over Dame at the moment. Is he over Kyrie? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure. I think.
Yo, let me ask you though. I mean, Kyrie ain't leading no. You know what I mean? You know, he ain't leading nobody. You know what I'm saying? We know he got the talent. He got the skill. Like, people, I think a lot of times
I hate that shit. I hate it.
You know what I'm saying? I hate when they look at, he got gang. Like, you could be a hooper all day long, but in the NBA, bro, you have to be able to put the team on your back. You got to be able to will your team and get your team over the hump if you want to be in them type of conversations like that. You know what I mean? We look at a guy like T-Mac. We know T-Mac cold to the motherfucker.
That's why they put him in these conversations, because of his skill and the way he can. Yeah. But we know that he can't just be put in those situations. But I think it's harder. Why? You know why it's harder? Is because Kyrie did this stuff with LeBron. But everyone's seen it, and everyone's seen it, and everyone's seen it. We got
LeBron. I'm not saying Kyrie is not nice. We know Kyrie is nice. But you know, playing with LeBron, bro, you're going to look a whole lot better than what you are. And if you're already good, you're going to look even greater. The man went to Boston. They played better without him. The man went to Brooklyn with KD. They got fucking swept. The man went with the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the reason. Nigga, he wasn't playing like Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? With Luka, when they went to the finals, he wasn't playing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I get sick and tired of people going back to that shot and going back to when he was playing. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. The same way you say, you know, Kevin Durant ain't did nothing without the Golden State Warriors. But I'm saying, what Kyrie done? What did he do? What's he done?
I mean, the only thing, he just went to.
He hopped on.
He had a good stint with Brooklyn, and he went. Yeah, and he was doing well. I think Dallas, he was definitely the second man there, and he did well. But then he just had a bad final. He had a bad final.
Yeah, but even on the way up to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't all that. How people?
You can check that. Fact check that. Fact check it.
You check it. Y'all don't give a shit. You fucking check it. I don't want to check for that nigga. I don't hate Kyrie, but I'm saying people just want to throw him way up here. I don't like that. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, so I don't have Kyrie. I have Kyrie's there, but he's not. I don't have him like a top 10 point guard.
No, absolutely not. No. So we talk about the Knicks shooting, and remember we had this conversation the other day. You know what I mean? And I just heard you say, how they use Wemby, who he's going to guard, and he's far from. If they got him out there in the perimeter, that's what I was saying the other day. We know he can cover a lot of ground, but we seen him trying to block shots or just even attempt to block shots to an open man, and he'd be under the rim or on a man at the arc, and he just jump over there. He just to try to distract you some, and they hitting that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So do you think the Knicks spacing that they got, because Karl Anthony Towns can shoot that bitch, can they neutralize Wemby's rim protection? Bro, I already told you, bro. If he's going to listen, whether he's out there on, you say they gonna leave him.
No. Don't say what I'm about to say. You say what you about to say.
I'm telling you what I said. I told you. I said you said they're gonna leave him on Josh Hart, and I said, bro, that's fine. But if he out there at the 3-point line, you know what I'm saying? And Josh Hart has a look, and he kick it to another man, or you don't want to just leave a motherfucker flat wide open, because that can also leave nigga. You could take that ball, drive to the paint. If you out here closing out, it ain't like Wemby is 7'5", bro. So he ain't got quick feet. He ain't got
agile, bro.
He is agile, but I'm saying if you out here closing out, you know what I mean, and I'm taking a shot and you in the air, I pump fake or whatever, it can leave people open, because nigga, even if you're not gonna sit in the lane and just leave Josh Hart just flat out open. I don't think they're gonna do that. I just don't think they're gonna do that. And so that don't mean they can stop it, but it can neutralize the rim protection. He ain't about to come out here and have no 10 blocks and 5 and 6 blocks if the floor is spread it out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a Wemby guy. You already know this. I know what he can cover ground, all of that. But my nigga, we talking about you not even in the paint, because you out here on Karl Anthony Towns. I know you ain't gonna leave him no space. So yes, it can neutralize it. It can make it easier for niggas to get to the rim. Yeah, it can. Because let me ask you a question. Jalen Brunson get to the rim, right? If he get to the rim, and let's just say Wemby does come down, bro, he gonna kick it to Josh Hart. So the next man, they gonna come contest the shot. Yeah, they are. And then he's gonna be open. And then they're gonna swing the ball. And it's gonna create open looks. Ain't that how it work? Am I missing something somewhere? So the question is, can the spacing neutralize it? Yes, it can. As long as it can.
So okay. Listen. The spacing, yo, like clearly, spacing is what is gonna have to. You have to have. Okay, basically, you can't have a non-shooter on the floor when you're dealing with the Spurs. You can't. You cannot have a non-shooter on the floor. So at any moment when they even have Mitchell Robinson, I wonder how he's going to affect this thing. Is how many minutes is he going to get? Man, how many minutes is Mitchell Robinson going to get?
That's going to be clear. He's going to be the game when we'll be on the bench. If they smart, they're going to be the game when we'll be on the bench.
Because Mitchell Robinson is giving him good minutes, man. He's been giving him good minutes.
When Luke Cornett in the game, Mitch, come on.
Hey, Cornett be balling too now.
Hey, but I'd rather you go out there with him than that motherfucking 7'6" motherfucker.
It just depends how much minutes he gonna play. It just depends how much minutes he gonna play.
Luke, hey, Mitch. When you see Luke Cornett get up, you get up. When he go to the bench, you coming too, nigga. You ain't playing out there.
So the thing is, right? So the thing why Wemby changes what other teams have to do because of his defensive abilities, right? And it's not just, it is Wemby. Clearly, Wemby's the main thing, right? But they also have a good point of attack defender in Castle. You know what I'm saying? They have someone like Darren Fox who can get down and that can you know, he can touch them puppies. He's good. He can move them puppies. You know what I'm saying? He's good with his hands. Athletic as well. You know what I'm saying? You have Vassell the same way. He's gritty, grimy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You have Dylan Harper. That's it. Like these dudes, when they were playing defense, they're how they were defending SGA is similar to how they're probably going, because they tried to put shooters out there too. Now they try to do the same thing. They were playing like a zone-ish kind of manish, like they were playing a manish zone on SGA. So think about it. If you have that type of talent on OKC, they still have the same thing. They have similar things over there in the Knicks. So why is it that you think that Wemby's not going to be able to do the same thing? Just because you have Karl Anthony Towns? Let me tell you something. If someone is free and open and someone runs out to the 3-point line and you run him off the 3-point line and you continuously do that, the one thing that they're allowing you to go inside. So they're going to push you off the 3-point line and say you can take that contested mid-range shot, or open mid-range shot, or whatever it may be, or you're going into the lane where you are going to see Wemby.
Somebody gonna be open.
Every time someone gets the rotations on the Spurs is good. These niggas is them rotations is good. But what I'm saying is when you rotate and then you push them off the 3 and they go, bro, to be honest with you, you even seen this the OKC, bro. They were sometimes getting into the lane, and then they were running out of the lane with the ball, bro.
Yeah,
They didn't want to go and they didn't want to go and
yeah,
have a meet with Wemby, my nigga.
yeah. That's why he hit the man outside.
And people are going to be rotating out there, bro. There's
So
going to always.
So they're gonna be in front of they're gonna be in front of every single shot.
It's not clearly. I'm not saying they're going to be in front of
But
it.
listen, is
That's
that
not what
not?
I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question: Is that not neutralizing the rim protection?
The thing is, Wemby is the thing with Wemby is not your typical 7'5". He's not like Yao Ming. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just it's just like he can, when you're rotating, like they also can play like that zone-ish man, what they do. You know what I mean? So it's like he's just there. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like he's still there. You put one touch out, one touch outside of the paint, one touch in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're tagging your opponent. You're tagging it, making sure you can stay there. So it's like they have their defensive they have like a defensive strategy as well to make sure that he's consistently around that rim. But don't get it twisted that if you have a Josh Hart open, it's not like you're leaving him wide open. But what I'm saying is that they're not gonna go out there and contest hard to then make them, have those open shooters off of all that. They're gonna, like, you have to live with something.
Yeah.
If
You saying, hey, you gonna have to hit 10 threes then, Playboy. You gonna have to hit 10 threes then, boy. You gonna have to hit 10 threes, boy. Go ahead.
Because think about it. Now, Jalen Brunson gets a lot of his work in the mid-range. When you're pushing him to go, you're like, okay, you're gonna go in there, but Wemby can kind of just be there. Jalen Brunson, I just wonder how he's gonna maneuver with this. Because now he can't just body Castle. Castle's 6'6".
Hell no.
He's gonna have to work. He's gonna have to go at Champagne.
That's gonna be him and D Fox is the only two guys you're gonna call out. You ain't calling out Sale. You don't even want to see Castle. That's too much of a motherfucking. That's a hassle. Castle is a hassle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't calling out Wemby. He ain't gonna do nothing but stand in front of you. That's it. You can do all that dancing all you want to. He gonna put his hand up. You ain't gonna see the rim. So it's only two. See the rim. So it's only two guys. You know what? I'm gonna take my 6 back. I'm gonna take my 6 back on a scale from 1 to 10.
What are you gonna do?
I think they could do it.
Can't say 5.
No.
Can't say 5.
How come I can't say 5? I was going. That's being weak about it. You playing both sides. I'm going 4. I don't give a fuck. I'm just sitting here thinking to myself. I'm like, okay, even if you do get Champagne and Champagne, he got size on him. And he like 6'5".
Yeah, 6'6", I think.
Yeah, something like that. Cool defender. You know what I mean?
He used to be on New York, by the way, I think.
Yeah.
New York.
No, I think he was with us too, though.
Oh, Philly. Yeah, it was Philly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bitch right there.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give him a 4. I'm back down to I'm down to a 4. It's a lot of defense out there, bro. Whole lot of defense out there. And when you got really real deal, one real ball handler, you know what I mean? Putting the ball in, nah.
Shemet, McBride.
Those guys.
What's his name?
We know
Alvar.
Man, what they call that motherfucker? GTA, Grand Theft Auto. But first of all, bro, you made your name out of sitting in the fucking corner and running up behind motherfuckers and tipping the ball out. Now motherfuckers got the verdict on that shit. You ain't hitting on nothing. Motherfucker, he ain't never been hitting on nothing. He back home in New York though. They love him. He from the city, all that. He from the Bronx, all that. So whatever. But yeah, I'm down to a 4. I'm down to a 4 when it comes to the Knicks winning that thing. I'm sorry. I'm down to a 4. Yeah, too much defense out there. You want to say something else?
No.
We talked about the defense of the what's the name of the Spurs and the offensive firepower of, and we probably pretty much answered our own question, but still we can ask it. What matters more, Knicks offensive firepower or Spurs defensive versatility? And we pretty much probably answered our own question. You know what I mean? Like what we just talked about, so much defense. You know what I mean? And listen. You know what they say? You can have real good D or better O. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things because New York is on fire, bro.
And on fire, bro.
and the Spurs are on fire defensively.
No, I'm
So this
fine.
is really this is lightning versus this is like thunder and lightning type shit. You know what I mean? Like who you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna have a better performance? You know what I
Fire or
mean?
water, bro.
Fire,
Scorpion or Sub-Zero. Which one you want?
yeah, which one you want. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, man, I think for this series, man, I gotta go defense is gonna be it's gonna matter more because the Spurs can go out there and get stops, but they can also score too. And the Knicks defense is good, but I don't because of Wemby, it ain't hitting on the Spurs level. You know what I mean? So the defense is gonna matter more in this series to me, if you ask. The versatility of the Spurs is gonna matter more. That's what's gonna get them to prevail. I think they're gonna slow New York down a little bit. That's what I think. Scoring wise and all of that high scoring shit because the game is too physical for them. You know what I mean? It's like Stefan Castle. He might start out 94 foot. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Or if not, when you go to that half court line, you better buckle up. Get your flopping ready, Jalen Brunson. Get your flopping and all that shit. Go to flop practice. You're going to need it, motherfucker.
And I want to see what they're going to say about the flopping because he be doing the flopping too. So
hell yeah, he do the flopping. You damn right he be doing that goddamn flopping. Be pissing me off. I hate that shit. But look, though, we know the Spurs win a grueling 7-game series against OKC. Do you think fatigue will play a factor? Because you know the Knicks been chilling.
No, I don't think fatigue is going to play a factor. I think I'd rather be in a 7-game series coming in straight to a game. You coming off of the intensity of how it is, and let me tell you something. All them niggas is young, nigga. Not one of them niggas is over 30, bro.
Yep.
Not one of them niggas. Them other niggas, okay, you talking about them tires on them, they have they got a lot of mileage. You know what I'm saying? That's them niggas.
Yep.
But them niggas, what we talking about? Them niggas was just playing college. Some of them niggas was just playing college. What are you talking about? Yep. You know what I mean? Like them niggas is young. So no, I don't think it's gonna play a factor. I think it's gonna benefit them. Because not one of them is hurt.
Nope.
Who's hurt?
Nope.
Darren Fox the only one that's hurt, and he's back and he's playing. You know what I mean?
Round the clock treatment. They got 4 days off, some type of shit. 4 or 5. We getting around the clock.
This means nothing. I actually might hurt the Knicks more, to be honest with you, because you coming off of just a sweep. On top of that, you haven't been coming off of a physical battle. It hasn't been something where niggas was like really in your shit. But the OKC had to go through the best team in the league. Yep. They had to go through the best team in the league. That's the reality of the situation. You feel what I'm saying? The other one went through a team that was bullshitting. Let's just call it what it is. Talking about they beat them analytically 2 games out of the what the fuck you talking about, nigga?
He should be fired. He should be fired for that statement. You remember I already said Kenny Atkins should be fired. I already said that. But that statement right there, we beat them 2 out of 3 analytically.
I mean, that proved in my thing that proved in my thing that I said he was.
You're fired. You're fired. That's what it should have
told you. That proved in my thing that he was the number 1 for me. I think I said he was the number 1 for me.
Yep. You did.
But yeah. So I think that it goes directly into the Spurs, into Spurs' favor in this one, in this specific one. You already know. Even the Lakers in Philadelphia. You remember, Philly came in and won that game in 2001.
Oh, you talking about the first game?
Yeah.
Oh,
they came out.
Series against Toronto, and then went. Yeah. Spurs. I mean, the Lakers was resting, and we got the game 1. I know what you talk. Okay, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a real thing, bro. I think that's a real thing. Like when you see like the intensity and how like the basketball is being played and the physicality of it. Well, the new Knicks was not going through that. Them niggas over there in Cleveland ain't doing no shit like that. Like who? Maybe Dennis Schroeder. That's about it. Like who else? You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was coming out of that was a heavyweight battle, my nigga.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think there's going to be no problem with the Spurs. No problem with the Spurs. And I think it's going to be affected more on the New York Knicks side, in my opinion.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't disagree with not one single syllable that you said. This is a Spurs team who've been playing like this all year long. And like I said, these niggas is young. Y'all niggas ain't never been to the playoffs before. Ain't like y'all been going to the deep playoff run. Y'all been playing in late May and early in June and late May and like Eastern Conference Finals every year. Y'all ain't been doing that. This y'all first time making the playoffs in years. Y'all are kids out here. Now the Knicks, they've been around. Jalen Brunson been through the battle. Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns. 2 years. Well, hold on. 2 years in a row when he been in the conference finals last year. I mean, this year, and then it was
a couple years ago.
Years ago, he ain't no spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes, they've been through the ringer. You know what I mean? Even you talk about Landry Shamet, he been in playoffs too. With Boston, not Boston, but yeah, with Boston, with Philly, with the Knicks. You know what I mean? He been around too. These boys down south in San Antonio, nah, bro. They built for that action. They built for that. And they just coming out of a heavyweight fight, they still hype. You never been in a motherfucking fight at a club and you beat a motherfucker ass, but when you get done, you just still turned up. And an hour later, you get into it with a motherfucker again, you still got the electricity running. They still got electricity running through their veins from game 7. You feel what I'm saying? And they coached well. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think fatigue is going to play a factor. And I don't want to hear. I'm gonna be watching, hearing what the commentators saying. Obviously, we ain't got no control over that, but I don't want to be hearing about no fucking fatigue from the Spurs any goddamn way. I wouldn't want to hear that. I wouldn't want to hear that shit. No goddamn way, nigga. You what? You got teams like them. You got teams out here that be going through every single year. And we know who they are. Warriors every year. Cleveland every year. Or who was before that? Miami. You got Boston with Ray Allen and KG now. Those dudes is year after year. Y'all just got here. Y'all just got here. Y'all ain't got no real estate here yet. Y'all trying to grab some real estate. Y'all have no real estate in the finals yet or in the deep playoff. This is your first time. I don't want to hear nothing about no tired shit at all. I don't give a fuck how much full court defense Stephon Castle play. I don't care how many minutes they play. Y'all niggas is supposed to be getting 100% the best treatment and being in tip-top shape. That ain't gonna keep you from getting hurt or nothing like that. I'm just saying your stamina and all of that shit gotta be there. You gotta be conditioned. You gotta be championship conditioned, my nigga. And y'all just now getting here too. You already showed championship condition against OKC. You know what I'm saying? And it way deep in game 7, Stephon Castle looked like it's game 1. Like he ain't tired at all. All of them niggas. I don't want to hear nothing about no tired shit from the San Antonio Spurs. And I'm rooting for them because I don't want to see the Knicks win. So I don't want to hear that. That cannot be if they go out here and lose, you will not hear that shit from me. You ain't gonna hear it from me. Not at all. So it is what it is. It ain't gonna play no factor at all. Me either.
Not a damn thing, bro. Not a damn thing.
No. Hell no. Which role player for both teams is gonna have the biggest impact though? If you talking about the Knicks, talking about the Spurs, which one of those guys are gonna have the biggest impact as a role player on both of those teams? Talk to me.
Okay, I'll say my New York. If I would go in New York first, I'll say I think Anunoby.
Yep.
Anunoby. And then for the Spurs, I think it has to be Castle.
So okay, so we got kind of like the same, and I said Castle first, and then I was like, man, what about young Dylan? I know he a rookie, but it's like, man, his points be coming when they be needed and shit too, and he bring energy. You know what I mean? Castle might be, going super hard on defense, and you might need another motherfucker to come through. What if De'Aaron Fox is having a tough game like game 6, or he went 0-7 before he made his first shot, and Dylan Harper come, whatever. You know what I mean? But I think OG Anunoby and Castle, you know what I mean? It's like that. And since we do got the same, it's like, why? You know what I mean? OG is like,
I think OG's the second. He's like the second scorer. He's becoming the second scorer on their team. He's big. I think he can also help defend. You know what I'm saying? Because he also can help probably sometimes take Wemby at times. So I think he's gonna have because sometimes they like to put smaller guards on Wemby just to get him out the paint. Get under him because when someone's so tall, it's good to be under them. Like KD. So I think that's why he's gonna probably be a big factor in this game. I mean, in this, because especially if you bottle up Jalen Brunson, they're gonna need someone that can score the ball as well. And Anunoby has been doing that. So that's why, and he's one of the role players. So that's why I would say him. And with Castle, I think his defense on Brunson is gonna be key. And then on top of that, him scoring the basketball as well, because he's giving you a good amount of points. So I think that's gonna be key, because I think in the end, All those other guys are like shooters. So you have Vassell that's shooter, you have Champagny that's shooting, and then you have Dylan. I think you have Dylan Harper, who is a less of what Castle, like he gets up and he defends as well, but he doesn't have as much of a burden scoring wise. And because De'Aaron Fox is there now, because before De'Aaron Fox wasn't there, then I would probably say a Dylan Harper. But because De'Aaron Fox is there, he has the ball handling duties on him. De'Aaron Fox is probably going to have to be the second leading scorer on this team because he's going to have to get buckets. So there's going to be less responsibility on Dylan Harper. But I think because of that the Castle's defense on Brunson is going to be key, and also him having to at least give you 15 to 20 points, which is going to be important for them to win.
And that's pretty much everything I was going to say. So what I will add to that is this. Let me tell you what I don't, because I know we already assume that they're going to pick on, as far as Jalen Brunson, he going to be, you only can call out, De'Aaron Fox or Champagny. Well, I want to see them do the same thing to Jalen Brunson. Don't let this dude sit over there in the corner and be getting rest because he over there guarding Champagny. Nah. D Fox, get him out here. Stephon Castle, really him, because he's nice and strong and shit. He can get to the rim, put his body into him, finish over him, all of that shit. I want to see that. I don't want to see them let him rest over there in the corner, because I feel like if you don't want Jalen Brunson to have a second win, bro. Fucking fourth quarter come here, he dropped 13, 14 fucking points and shit, because he can do it. You know what I mean? He can do that shit. You know what I mean? He get to rolling and shit like that. So I want to see them attack Jalen Brunson. I'm talking every single possession he's out there. Make him work. How they was doing James Harden and shit. Yeah. Every single possession, you should be calling that man out. Period, point blank. You're not resting in the series, bro. You already rested. You've been sweeping motherfuckers. Y'all didn't won 11 straight games. You ain't lost a game in over a month. You've been rested. That's all the rest he need to get. It should be straight for 40, however many minutes he played. When he go on the other end of the floor, it should be work. You know how motherfuckers get off work to come home and work, feed the kids and cut the grass and that? Yeah. When you get out for offense, nigga, you should be you on defense. Yeah, that's what it should be. Because if they don't do that, they leaving the door open for that nigga to go off. And you don't want to leave that door open for him to do that. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about these finals, man. I can't wait for this shit to pop. I cannot wait. Anything else on your mind, dog, before we get up out of here?
No, man. I think we got, you know what I mean? We just gotta, man. I mean, I can't wait for these finals, man. It's gonna be a good finals. And then get to the NFL season after the finals, man.
I got Spurs in 6. What you got?
Spurs in 5.
Damn. Damn. All right. Well, yeah, Mel said he'd be on here, win or lose after the finals. You know what I mean? He don't want to be on here talking a whole bunch of shit. He just want to let it play out. You know what I mean? Want to let it play out. You know what I mean? See how it go. Then come on here, win or lose and talking shit. I already told him. We was talking just a couple days ago, I'll be up early and shit. And I hit him up, obviously, the time zones and shit. Hit him up. We was talking. So yeah, win or lose after the finals, he coming on the show. So we'll have him on here, man. We'll have him on here. Yeah. That nigga Twan shitty. I don't know if he watching right. Nigga
All right.
Twan wanted Myles Garrett. He wanted Myles Garrett, right? But the thing he said he really mad about is that his team, the 49ers, got $72 million in cap space, and they didn't go out there and make no moves. They need a safety. He said his safety, Jair Brown, is ass. He ain't hitting no nothing. You know what I mean? And he wanted him to go out there and get a safety, but they ain't make no moves.
Listen, man, I don't want to hear nothing about Twan. Tell Twan to get on the damn podcast to talk.
Look,
I don't want to hear you giving me what he has to say.
Listen. I gotta give you this. The man said they don't have enough to go out there and win the Super Bowl. I said, what? I said, Twan, you came out here all last year, was beating your motherfucking chest like Mighty Joe Young, nigga. We beat niggas with backups. We had our players here, nigga. We had da-da-da-da. And on top of that, you were saying that if they had the NFC Championship game, Super Bowl was in Levi Stadium. So if they was able to get home, because remember it was this close from them getting home field advantage. This close, that close, and they didn't get it. He was saying if they got home field advantage, they going to the bowl, nigga. And I'm like, so now that everybody's back and you added shit, you telling me you ain't got enough? I said, come on, bro. I said, okay, bro. All right, I'll let you have it. Whatever. All right, bro. So he's mad. They don't have enough to win a Super Bowl. I'm like, dog, that's a fucking lie. Whatever. But hey, that's how you feel. I'll let little bro come on here and talk his shit to you. You know what I mean? But I had to fill you in on the latest conversation that we had. You feel me?
Nah. I just had Twan on the messages, man. I spoke to him something about the Iceman album or something like that. He was listening to some music too. I'll at me, Twan, man. Come on, man. You get on the pod, bro.
Yeah. But little bro gonna be on here. He gonna be on here though. You know what I mean? So you excited about the Ravens? You good? Like you think is this the year for the Ravens? Like what you think?
I mean, I'm good, man. I mean, listen, I'm good, man. But listen, I ain't got nothing to say until we start. When we talk Ravens, we gonna talk Ravens, man. I'm just. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's the closer we get to the season, it's gonna be an all football topic. You know what I mean? I got y'all getting the dub first week over the Colts, though. For sure. I don't know if my mama watching or not, or if E watching still. I mean, I got y'all getting the dub over the Colts, though. Game 1. You feel me?
Tell E to come on here. We talk some shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get his ass on this motherfucker, man. So yeah, we good, man. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. For the ones that's watching, for the ones that came in, please hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. And look at this though, we're gonna start doing giveaways on this show too. You feel what I'm saying? And we'll keep y'all posted. We'll let y'all know. You never know what it could be. It might be a hat, it might be a jersey, hell, it might be a motherfucking, and it's gonna be something beneficial to you that you could use. You feel what I'm saying? So just stay tuned to that. You know what I mean? We'll ask you to like, subscribe, share it off of YouTube, put it on your page, tag us in it, whatever the case may be, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, dog. That's our show for the day, and we gone.